Barcelona will pay the price. Or this time Bayern Munich is the one who gets the pain. Real Madrid Champions League finals. I met both Liverpool and Borussia Dortmund. And from France is the image of PSG, hiding in the corner reciting the Buddha, with a schedule that defies all limits. The draw in Monaco closed. It's the UEFA Champions League of a new era, officially presented to the fans with. It's a series of classic games right from the group stage. Cristiano Ronaldo flew halfway around the world just to come and do this job. It's to press the button for AI technology, select out all 288 Champions League group stage matches of season 2, 02 APR 2-5. This year's Champions League, whatever your schedule is, remember that. A suffocating feeling when looking at the increased number of matches of the new format, Swiss form, instead of the traditional form that has been maintained since the 9th year. And our work follows. It will be sent to you, the draw of the Champions League season. This year, the ceremony began in a very formal manner, with the elephant's ear button in the middle of the main stage, and the sole anthem of the Champions League is played by CA Catherine Jenkins. UEFA this year is very good. During the first part of the ceremony, to honor the legends of this tournament, I couldn't help but mention it earlier, the player who scored the most goals of the tournament. 140 goals and 5 Champions League wins, period, with Psg and Real Madrid. There's also Reno J, also honored by UEFA, the goalkeeper with the most appearances in the Champions League. They want to be visited fairly. You need an honest person to do it. And Cristiano Ronaldo could not be a better fit. The Portuguese legend proved it. I am the golden hand for the draw. The push of your buttons has brought fans a series of matches full of depth. Starting from Deku champion Real Madrid, they're going to be with Doc Moon to recreate last year's final. Right from the group stage, one more final night. That way BA season, it's a match against Liverpool. There are a lot of teams that hate Real in the Champions League. Countless told, and this time Moon Liverpool dog couple. He will be responsible for taking revenge on his behalf. Are the old reunions of real people though? Classic or not, I haven't looked yet. The Munich meet AI in the Champions League group stage this year. The draw ceremony in Monaco is being pushed to the climax by this click of Ronaldo, with the words Barcelona on Ben's computer screen. Barca officially meet again in the match on Catalan soil, where all the memories are encapsulated in this picture. The day when 8 blades pierced each heart. Every stab is every pain through the sky. I don't know when I can wash it off. To make the story even more dramatic, this year Hansi Flick, who's sitting on the Barcelona bench. But in Bayern's old murder, we will do everything we can to help Barca pay the humiliating debt. As you know, this year's Champions League has a new format. It's revolutionary. We'll no longer divide the table as before. Each team will play 8 matches in the group stage. Then you know if you can move on or not via ship charts. And that's when people heard their wailing. If the other big guys will have a hard fight, the rich French guy. All 8 games are no different. 8 finals. They have to face Manchester City and Bayern Munich in a POG. The 2 best teams in POG 2 are Arsenal and Atleticum. Madrid for bundles needed. It didn't stop there. Any of Pogba's remaining for teams and POG 4 all have the ability to get the score of Bake. Chairman Nassia Wifi laughed, but tears fell in his heart. He looked at UEFA and said, "If there's a strong team, bring it all out. Whoever is afraid goes home." Many fans are very worried for PGG. Some people think that, with this tantalizing schedule, the rich French guy couldn't even make it through the group stage. How much shit do you get? Man City is enjoying so much. I don't know after the draw, P. Guardiola there Alocho Ronaldo to thank or not. Because the schedule cleared the way. Let the city sun in your heart. P. Guardiola teachers avoid both Real and Barrack to meet. Inter and PSG in APOG. In Group 2, Man City also won the Club Ruger. The remaining 4 matches, with rivals in Pogba and Pogba. It's just a small hole. Erling Haaland is excited, because this is an unbeatable opportunity. Then to speed up the chicken farm machine for the king of net-breaking race. From the Liverpool Bridge, Mohamed Salah will have a lot of work to do. After the draw against Real Madrid, it never brought a happy memory to the king of Egypt. You were with Liverpool 7 defeats in both finals against the royal family. The hatred is still there. The fans are waiting for an answer. Maybe the last from Salah. Real Madrid and Man City. I was lucky to have a pretty good schedule. Rivals such as Portugal. Lingarina is the interesting unknowns. because of the very good performance in the national championship last season. But they basically weakened a lot with a summer break series of pillars. If you play right, there's no reason to. Liverpool must be afraid of these ponies. Ronaldo's fragrant hands seem to be very supportive of his teams. Arsenal is no exception. Inter Milan and PJ Impage Satanunes and Atalanta Impagto. Where to go Zagreb and Sporty List, Pawn and Pogba, and finally Ice Monaco and Coruna Impagfur. If you can show what you did in the Premier League, this schedule is hard to beat Arsenal. In the most beautiful context of English football, the three biggest clubs are Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool will both make it through the group stage. There's another team in the second seed group. They also get the same attention. That's the Belf Cushion. After the holy season, the eyes are on the undefeated German army of Xabi Alonso, with no less hope. And these are their 8 games in the Champions League group stage. This year, the match between Leverkusen and Liverpool will be a long one. Win the evil army of Germany. We're going to rock at Anfield. They're the two teams with the most intense emotions. In the season, just met Liverpool, Inter Milan, and Atletico Madrid AC Milan. I don't know Alonso's cushion level can continue to perform magic 98 minutes. Or not. If we're going to find the poorest team after the draw results, then it could just be the slogan Bratislava. As my low-throw babe comes from Slovakia, just past the player, qualifies in a very dramatic way. There is officially there for the first time in the Champions League group stage. The first time is always memorable. Ronaldo knows how to play. This little team, Steven Bratislava will face Man City, the Munich and Atletico Madrid AC Milan, are all challenges that are beyond the reach of the representative. The most unlucky is also the luckiest. Every street after the draw, it's all about a team called Istumra is also low-throw baby. Is also in the 4th C group as the slogan Bratislava. But Stumras. And suddenly, we've got an unexpected schedule. The team from the shirt hit RB Leipzig and Dortmund in the Pog. One way to avoid a series of others. The remaining opponents are also rated as the most breathable competitors that Stumras can confront. In stark contrast to the initial extreme difficulty scenario. So far the schedule has been fixed. The games will start from 16 ninths. After 8 matches are over, League table final Champions League season to April to 02. 5 identified. The top 8 teams will win tickets to the first round of 8 and become a seed group. Teams ranked from 9th to 16th place will pair with teams ranked 17-24. They played the playoff round into rounds, home and away yard. The 8 winning teams will become the next 8 teams. Get a ticket to the first round of 8 Champions League. Teams ranked 25 to 36 will be eliminated. Not in the Europa League as before. Since round 1-8, the game will go back to the same as before. The teams will draw a pair and play to matches. Home and away yard. The final will take place at neutral ground, selected by UEFA before. The final will take place on Saturday. The rest of the games are in the middle of the week. Barcelona reunites with Bayern Munich obsession. Real Madrid wait for Liverpool to settle their debt. Man City are laughing and PSG are crying. There's a lot of interesting scenarios that this year's raffle it will bring to the fans. There's a steady stream of matches happening right from the group stage. Come along with concerns about the ability of the players to meet their fitness. But that's the story that will be revealed later. Now it's time to get ready to wait for a very new season. Very different from the UEFA Champions League. When the classical music is playing, that's when the game started.